And we are live. Hello, everyone. I'm Christian. I'm an app promotion specialist for EMEA. I'm sitting in Google Dublin in Ireland. And I'm very excited, a bit emotional to be here because we are starting something we never did before. This week, as you might already know, we'll have around 13 hangouts from Monday to Friday. And we'll cover a lot of topics related to app promotion and apps in general. So thank you for being here. Hopefully you will have a great week. Today you will stay with me for around half an hour. We'll have an overview of all Google App Promotion solution. And in the end, we'll have a short demo showing you how to build your first search app promotion campaign and your first display app promotion campaign. Okay? I won't show you a lot of slides. I want this to be, if it's not possible, interactive, at least not slide heavy. And again, at the end, we have some practical exercise, okay? So I will start sharing with you a couple of slides, and then I will be back with my face in a few minutes. So before starting giving you some numbers, I think it's important to tell the context. So we have around 2 million apps on the app stores, iTunes and Play Store. 60% of them has never been downloaded. That's why it's very important to promote your app. We asked some people, so we asked them, which of the following types of online advertisement have prompted you to download an app? And we said them, select all that apply. So they could select more than one option. That's why, as you can see, all this option doesn't count to 100. And as you can see, search ads, but also ads in apps, ads on website, and video ads, they all play a critical role when it comes to getting people to download your app. So with Google solution, and I will talk through each one of them more into depth, you can reach your users when it counts, because you can reach them while they're searching on the Play Store. You might have heard that we launched this option end of July. When they're searching on Google search, or when they are engaging with other apps, surfing the mobile web, or watching a video on YouTube. This is very important because think about yourself, think about your day-to-day routine. How different is your feelings, your needs, your emotion, your intent, more than everything, when you are in this different moment. So the possibility to show your ads on the Play Store, on Google search, in different moments of the day of the user, it's really, really powerful. And we go more into that in a second. So I won't go through all this number. I think they are a bit boring, but I will share all of this with you if you want to deep dive. There is one thing I wanted to focus on now is intent. So we have the intent of the users. We know what they search for on Google. We know what they search for on Google Play. And specifically on this last platform, more than 1 billion people on Android devices are discovering apps in Google Play as we speak. So this is why we were so excited, and I know most of you were so excited as well of the launch end of July, and we are still seeing few advertisers and few agencies using this. So the first suggestion I give to you is try, and I will also explain you how in a bit. So I think we have three pillars of our offer. Very quickly, one is you can build very engaging creatives. So what you just need to have is your app uploaded on iTunes or Play Store, and we create good-looking good-looking ads automatically. You just need to input a few lines of text to customize your message, and you're ready to go. And that adapts to all formats, including interstitial and video interstitial, which are very powerful. In terms of targeting, I already mentioned it before. You have the search intent, you have the play purchase, you have YouTube interest, in-app activity, location data. So many things that can help you to target your potential user very, very specifically. And finally, probably the thing I like the most, because makes my life and my work every day so easy, is our auto optimization tools, Conversion Optimizer. You might know it already from the past, but the one for apps is different. Has been redeveloped for app promotion, And the beautiful thing is that you can enable it from day 0. So you create your campaign and immediately you say, I want to get no more than €3 per installs from my campaign, and he will work constantly every minute to optimize against the goal that you set. I will spend a couple more words on this afterwards. And finally, codeless install tracking for Android. So if you want to promote your Android app, you don't need to put any code into your app. You don't need to use any other tools. You just need to create a new campaign in AdWords and you're ready to go. All of this, of course, bringing you to a unique objective, that is getting high volume of installs at your target CPI. But what is very important before starting is select your best measurement strategy. So you might have heard this already. The measurement strategy are different for Android and iOS, but not so much. So for Android, you have codeless tracking, as I said. So you just create a new campaign and you're ready from the go because we have integration between Play Store and AdWords. Or if you want to track more, you want to track in-app action, you want to measure lifetime value of a user, then it's very recommended to install our Google Conversion Tracking SDK that is just a piece of code into your app, or even a Google Analytics SDK as a cherry on the top. We usually recommend to layer on the two SDK, not to have one only. For iOS, you have two options, Google Conversion Tracking SDK or Google Analytics SDK. Another option that applies to both platforms, Android and iOS, is third-party tracking. So if you're working with a third-party tracking provider or you're thinking to do it, let your Google team know, and we are integrated with most of them, and we are very happy to help you on this. So I will now go a bit more into details about the platform that I talked before. So here we are talking about showing your ads into apps and showing your ads into mobile site. I also mentioned the text ads that are created automatically with the information from the App Store. You can see in the smartphone on the left an example of our recently redesigned interstitial. As you can see, it looks very good. Use material design all over, and you can customize the text message in it. Video ads also very powerful. So in the same interstitial in the middle, and I will show you later, you can also share your video. We strongly recommend to use a video when you have a video that promotes specifically your app. And then you can just run across the network. Apps, we have AdMob, that is a huge inventory of apps, and also mobile site in one single campaign, and putting Conversion Optimizer as a layer on top. Search. You can create now a search mobile app install campaign, and you will immediately from the go run across Google Play Store and Google Search. The keyword suggestion tool will generate some app-specific keyword based on what we know of organic searches of the users and search on Play Store as well. And if you put Conversion Optimizer, you don't have to worry too much if your ads will show on Google Search or on Play Store, because Conversion Optimizer, regardless of the placement, will work against your target CPA goal. And you can also target user when they're searching for your iOS app. Here, for the moment, we have a bit less capabilities. We are not able to show the conversion, the installs into AdWords. But if you are using a third-party solution, you may want to check with them, because they may be able to track those installs for your iOS app on search. And of course, unfortunately, since we don't have conversion into AdWords here, the best strategy for you is to use CPC bidding, but you can still do it. Finally, you can use sight, sound, and motion and promote your app on YouTube. This is very powerful. If you have a nice video, we usually recommend a video between 5 to 15 seconds. Make sure that there is a strong call to action at the beginning, at the end, to download your app, and in the middle, try to show as much cool feature of your app as possible, because this is what really drives installs. You can do it on both Android and iOS, and our suggestion usually is to start targeting similar users, which are very good list, and put Conversion Optimizer again on the top from the beginning. This will give you high volume of very qualified installs, because the user has seen your video and has shown a strong interest if he clicks on the install button, okay? But finally, sometimes we forget about the fact that you advertisers may also have a mobile site already, and you want this mobile site to talk with your app where it makes sense. So first, if you have search campaign promoting your mobile site, our suggestion is to put the app extension on the bottom. So if the user is interested, can go and download your app. And also put maybe a nice app promo banner on your M site without compromising too much the user experience, reminding them that you also have the app. And finally, very important, set up deep linking into your app. I always said you don't really need to know what is deep linking. It's important that if you ask your app developer, is my app ready for deep linking? What deep linking means? Means, for example, that if you submit your app for app indexing to Google, we will show your app in the organic free results of Google search, if, of course, the query of the user is relevant for your app. And if you have deep linking, then a user can click on the organic results and go, and your app will open automatically into the user's phone. In fact, deep linking is very important to re-engage users that already downloaded your app. The app is on their phone, maybe they forgot about it, and with a click, you just send them back into the app. But to do this direct linking into your app, you need deep linking. And this is very important because you can re-engage users also through paid advertising, customizing your message. But again, before doing any re-engagement, remarketing activity, you need deep linking into your app. Okay, so summarizing what I said so far, we usually recommend to start with display, which means apps and mobile site, and search, which means Google search and Play Store, using all app formats available, giving strong priority to the pre-ready templates that you will see in AdWords and I will show in a few minutes. And after a week, particularly for search, try to expand to as many relevant keywords as possible, particularly for Android, because now that we are serving your ads also in the Play Store, it's very important to cover also generic keywords, because we have seen that the queries of the users on Play Store are very often generic. So you might want to get that as well. And also, after starting your campaign, see how things are going. If you have a cool video promoting your app, as I said before, you can promote it on TrueView, targeting similar list. And after a few weeks, you may want to expand to other TrueView targeting types once similar app user is exhausted. Very important, before and after, two things. Before, set up conversion tracking. The easiest way is on Android, codeless tracking. You just create your campaign, and from the go, you're starting tracking installs into AdWords. But there are other options, as I mentioned before, and there will be a section in the next stage specifically about app tracking. And finally, you want to evaluate the result cross-product and optimize budget allocation based on that. For example, if you have a search app promotion campaign already, now that we are expanding that campaign automatically to the Play Store, we have seen many clients losing opportunity because the campaign are capped. Their budget is capped because now there is more inventory for that campaign. So make sure that your search mobile app promotion campaign are not capped by budget and you're taking the full opportunity from Play Store. So summarizing 3 steps, determine your measurement strategy from the go. That is very important. And start promoting your app very easily using our ad templates that adapt automatically to our format. Turn conversion optimizer from day one. You can, most people don't know, but you can from the day one, run campaigns with no changes for at least 2 weeks. So don't do any changes for the first 2 weeks. Try not to freak out. You will see a lot of up and down in performance. It's normal. Conversion optimizer works like that, tends to get better after a week or so. So after 2 weeks, then you can make some consideration and allow maybe some optimization. And finally, always revisit campaign performance, optimize, continue to scale, add new ad format, try to change the message, try to experiment as much as you can. Okay, so now I will move in a few bits to the demo. But before doing that, I want to go out from the slide for a second, show my pretty face once again. So what I've learned in more than 1 year working on apps is that sometimes we tend to overcomplicate things, okay? Probably our offer at the beginning was not so easy to understand. There were too many options. But now things are starting finally to get very simple. So if I have to think out of my mind of an opportunity now that I would grab straight away, is definitely Play Store. So definitely create your search mobile app promotion campaign. I will share with you in a few seconds how to do it, and start advertising on Google search, but also Play Store. And also try to use at the best our ad templates format. So you don't need to hire a team of designers to develop the best ads in the world. We have seen so much effort sometimes putting banner, but that in the end, the automatic one works better because they've been designed specifically for app promotion, based of course on a lot of user experience tests that we have been doing. So imagine you just want to get more installs of your Android app today. You can do it in a few minutes. After these Hangouts, you can do it. Then, of course, there are many other things more advanced that you can do, measure lifetime value, optimize based on the in-app action that the users will take after he install your app, re-engage your users. We'll go through all of this in this week, okay? But I wanted here to give you a broad overview. For some of you, might be a bit redundant, you know already all this stuff, but I think was needed to give you the right frame, the right context of this week. Search or display a promotion campaign, I would suggest to stay on the streaming because I will show you a couple of tips that we see that agency and client often forget about. And finally, anyway, I will strongly recommend this afternoon at 3 p.m. London time to connect again. There will be a very nice session from our colleague Chris Jones about how to develop your audience of your app, of course. And so stay tuned. Let's move to the demo now. Give me just 1 second. Okay, I will switch screen. So hopefully you can see fine what I'm about to do. So I will just start with the search campaign. As you will see, I will select search and network only and mobile app install. Okay, so this is the right campaign format to promote your app on search. There are no others campaign format. So let's say, for example, I will call it search Android UK. So I remember what this campaign is about. Let's say my account is all about this app, that it will be Google Play Music, so I don't need to specify in the campaign name. So we'll now select my app. As you can see, Google Play Store for the moment, for this example, okay? Play Music, sorry, Google Play Music. You can put the name of your app. You will see it here also with the icon and the package name, that is this one, just to make sure you're picking the right app in case you're more than one. And then you choose. You leave everything as it is. We usually recommend to include search pattern as well. If you uncheck, you will show anyway on Play Store, but we usually recommend to leave it on to get the most volume. Let's say, okay, I will target Ireland, where I live, and I will target English. Particularly when you use a conversion optimizer, one suggestion to get more volume is to try to put all languages, okay? I will do it now. Just because you anyway saying to conversion optimizer, don't show my ads to user, don't convert, regardless of the languages. Also, sometimes we don't have 100% information about the user language. So if you put a language, you usually increase volume with the same performance. Okay, let's say I'm willing to pay €2 for every install. For example, the first tip from PerformanceX is we often recommend to have at least 50 times the target CPA as a daily budget, okay, at the minimum, because otherwise conversion optimizer won't have enough data to optimize. So in this case, I will put €100 per day. Delivery method, usually don't change it, we leave it at standard. And one other important thing is the ad rotation. We see so many clients that are using AdWords to get conversion and they optimize for clicks. Make sure you are optimizing for conversion. I will now save and continue. So here, as you can see, before I was talking about ads that create automatically, okay? So that was not rocket science, is exactly what you see here. Smartphone on the top, tablet on the bottom. You can also exclude tablet if you want. The headline, here it seems like you can customize it, but in the end, we will show only the name of your app. So just make sure you put the name of your app as it's displayed in the preview of the ad. I didn't say that, but usually we have two ad group, one targeting brand terms and one targeting generic terms. You can have a third ad group targeting some more specific keyword, but usually this is the average setup. For today, for this example, I will target brand terms. So Google Play Music, let's say I want to promote our free trial, try 30 days for free. say download now. Okay, I'm being very pushy here. Final URL is already the Play Store. You might have some question about tracking template, etc. This will be covered during the app tracking session. You can exclude table, as I said, or you cannot. Usually don't recommend it unless you have a good reason to do it. And then you, as you can see here below, you have the keyword tool. And the keyword tool gives you also the monthly search volumes, and is based again on the historic data that we have from Google search and also Play Store. Have a look. You don't have to pick all of them. In this case, for example, we are doing brand terms. So I will, for example, put Play Music. I will also put some variants, Play Music app, Play Music Android. And then I also want to leverage on the company name, since in this case is known. So I will say Google Apps, okay, Google Android, and so on and so forth. You can use app-specific queries or not specific necessarily with app words. Usually it's recommended to have the app word. But anyway, the match type that we use and we recommend is broad match, because in this way you get much more volume. And remember, you are still have Conversion Optimizer baking you in the back. So even if you go broad, Conversion Optimizer will stop serving your ads to keywords that are not performing well. So you don't have to worry too much about it. Then I will save and continue, okay? Okay, in this case, I never used this account before, so I need to set up billing. So I won't definitely be able to do it now. So we arrived at the ad group creation. I was not able to show you the end of this, my bad. But the next step was exactly, okay, so we were creating the ad group. We selected the keyword here. The next option was just, okay, let's do it like this. I can probably set up the billing later. Google Play Music, Google Play App, Google Play Android, and so on and so forth. Set up billing later. Let's see if it works. Okay, so this is what I wanted to show you. Your account is all set up, okay? Is ready to track conversion, is ready to track installs. This is what I called before codeless tracking. Then I will just click on finish. And as you've seen, now I will pause the campaign. In few clicks, you have a campaign ready to show your ads on Google search and also Google. I also will change the campaign name because we say we are targeting Ireland. Google search and Google Play Store as well. We have put only one ad group, but usually the other one is about generic keywords. And you're good to go. Also, we have now one only ad per ad group, as you can see. We created one. I can also show how it looks like. We saw it before already, no? So I suggest to always have at least 3 ads per ad group with different variants, so you can see how they perform. And Conversion Optimizer, again, I know I'm boring, but it will work optimizing and showing your best ads, okay? So the more, the better, so you have more options to choose from. Okay, we'll now quickly move, because we're almost run out of time, to the display campaign, okay? So if you want to show ads into apps and on mobile site, this is the way to go. As you can see here, there is a new interface. Every one of you might have seen it or might have not, okay? It's new. We are trying to do something that helps you to think about your objective without caring too much about, oh, what was the name of that campaign type? I don't remember. And then maybe you ended up picking up the wrong one. So here you just need to think, what is my objective? In this case, we are saying drive installs, right? So you will select install your mobile app. And others will do the rest in the background, selecting the right campaign type for you. So this is pretty new and is available on display already. Now we'll select Google Play Music again. Usually, I recommend to select all available operating system, because important, we don't show your ads to a user that has a phone with an operating system that is not supported. Same for devices. So if you select all of this, you don't have to worry. We won't show your ads to people that cannot use your app. Focus on installs, which said 100%, sorry, 50 times my target CPI. Let's say we'll put 150 because search, I didn't say before, but is more cheap because you're targeting user intent. So here our recommendation is to usually be a bit higher on display, where costs are higher, but also volume are bigger. So here we are on display. We put 150 euros per day because we already know that maybe here instead of 2, we want to be 3 euros per cost per install. I want select Polish. I don't know why it's suggested. I will select all languages. Okay. Add rotation. As you can see here, is not optimized for conversion. In this case, the reason why very important is because this account is completely new, so I don't have this option available. So you need to create your campaign and then you can edit it as soon as you get the first installs. Impression cap, not recommended because you lose opportunity. Conversion optimizer will start serving ads where it doesn't make sense. You don't have to tell him what to do. Save and continue. And now I will show you how beautiful it looks. Before you have seen the ads with the material design, here is not available, but it will look very similar. But before doing that, you need to set up your ad group. So we usually start with a nice run of network, okay? So we call it run. And here, what we do, okay, I said I want to bid 3 euros. Here we select all the placement, okay? You can select Google Play like this. You're targeting all apps on Google Play. But here I want to do more. I want to select all this category. I won't do it for all because it takes time and we have a few minutes. But if you select all of them, then you will be able to see how they perform on a different, all the different type of apps. But remember, never switch off completely an entire category, but switch off single app placement. But there will be, as you have seen maybe from the agenda, a specific session on app optimization. Finally, don't layer other targeting. You reduce the volume, the potential volume. And if you leave this checkbox enabled, this is the way you will target also mobile sites. We have seen so far up to 20% more volume at the same target CPI. So I would recommend not to uncheck this box, at least until you've seen the performance of apps versus mobile site, and you will be able to see that in the placement report. So finally, save and continue. And here I want to show what you have. So you have a text ads that it looks like this, and you can customize the headline and the description. Or you have a video ads where, for example, in this case, if you had the video on the Play Store, it would be pulling automatically. In this case, there is not. So I will take our video from the YouTube page, and you can insert here. So select a YouTube video, copy paste your link. Here you go, and it's already playing.
Free music for everything you do.
Okay. The user can stop the video, close the ad, etc., etc. So let's say I want to use this format. Here you have a bit of customization. Try 30 days for free. Download now. And I will review and finish. You can create more ads. There was another option that I didn't show you, that is uploading your own banners. You click here. You don't know which are the size available. You just need to click here. And you have all the sizes available, including the HD variants. But we don't want to do it now. So you save ads, and you're good to go. And this is, again, codeless conversion tracking. So your display campaign is ready to serve your ads in all the apps and also on the mobile side, because you didn't uncheck that box that I showed you before. Okay? I will now pause this as well and go out from presentation mode just to say you a few last words. Okay, so I've seen the number of people viewing these Hangouts very stable. Thank you so much for that. I know it's an effort on Monday in particular to stay connected for half an hour without dropping off or getting distracted. I really hope that this was useful. And this is just the first session of 13 sessions. All the other speakers, you will see me another couple of times probably. All the other speakers are amazing. And we also get some people from the Play Store in London to talk to you. So please keep on. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of Monday and, of course, of the week. Thank you. Bye-bye.